Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Some really exciting news today for you all. This is day number 1 of prep. So I promised myself and I promised you guys on Instagram and social media that I would be documenting my whole journey to stage. So that is what I'm doing. So I'm going to be doing 2 videos every single month. I've got some really cool people lined up as well that I'm going to collab with. And I'm just going to show you guys all of my prep. So you'll see me get into a skeletal phase. You'll see the highs and the lows. I think it's really, really important for me to show you guys because it's not all a highlight reel. You know, prep is really, really hard. And obviously for me as well, I have changed categories. So when I last competed in 2018, 2017 and 16, I was obviously a figure athlete and I've now transitioned into wellness. So this is new territory for me and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to document this. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing content, 2 videos a month, all the way through my show days, and it's gonna be super cool. So yeah, my first show is on the 10th of September. Then we're gonna aim to do the Arnold's, and then I think we're gonna be going abroad, but I've not confirmed dates with Callum yet. So yeah, and then this year as well, I'm gonna be coached by Callum. Team Pro Coach, I think his new name is. I just know him as Callum Muscle Mentors because, yeah, when I started working with him, he was with Muscle Mentors. So yeah, I'm going to talk you through my sort of off season and why I feel like I am in a better position now than I ever have been. So I've been away from stage for 3 years. And the time I've had off, I needed it because I had 3 years of competing back to back. You know, would have a 5-month off season, and I'd be straight into a prep again. And honestly, when I stepped off stage in 2018, although I did amazingly well, became British champ, etc., etc., I was floored. I started to lose the love for bodybuilding a little bit as well, just because I'd had such a savage prep, and 3 years of my life have been dedicated to stage. So I had a 3-year off season, and it's honestly been the best thing for me. My whole physique has transformed. I look completely different. I've got more muscle. I'm very lower body dominant anyway, hence why I'm doing wellness. So I literally feel, I don't know, if it kind of feels a lot more natural for me. I'm not working against my genetics. I train how I love to train. That's obviously training lower 3 times a week. And honestly, my off season has been so productive. The last year and a bit has just been so productive, but I've also had a normal life. You've probably seen on Instagram, I've been to festivals, I've gone out. I've not taken the mickey with it all, but I've just had so much fun. And now I feel so ready to dedicate my whole life to, 6 months of my life to, prepping and stepping on stage. So in my off season, I push food hard. So for the past year or so, I was in a huge calorie surplus. So to put it into context for you, my training day was 3,200. And then as of recently, so about 5 weeks ago, Callum put me into a maintenance phase. So I dropped down to 2.7, and then my rest day calories and my surplus were 2.8. They dropped down to 2.5, my maintenance phase. And then I was sent my prep calories today. Let me just get them up because he's literally just sent them today, so I just need to keep remember them. So my training day as it stands as of today is 2,350, so that's dropped from 2.7. And then my non-training days is 2,140. So quite a big drop, but I know that I want to be ready early. And I know that's kind of Callum's sort of thought process behind it as well. I've not done any cardio through through off season. I've literally just done 8 to 10k steps, not very consistently sometimes. And so we've added in cardio each rest day. So that's a Wednesday, a Friday and a Sunday for me, just 20 minutes, heart rate 120 to 130, so nothing crazy. But I have so many tools to use this off season. We've got steps to use because my steps haven't been massively high through the off season. My food's been high, so that's going to mean that when we drop calories like we have today, my body's going to respond really quick. And I've had no cardio in, so we've got so many things that we can use. And I'm super excited. And then with my training, so training has changed quite a bit, I would say. So through the whole off season, obviously we had lockdown and stuff, which was quite difficult. So I just smashed my lower body as much as I could. But when all the gyms reopened, we put me on like, so 3 lowers a week and an upper. But the 3 lowers were never just 3 lower body days. They were split into muscle groups. So like quad sessions, a glute one, and then a full lower. At the moment, my training split goes quads and glutes, and then upper tomorrow. Wednesday's a rest, Thursday's full lower with delts, Friday rest, Saturday glutes, hams and delts, and I rest on Sundays. Through the off season, we had like a cumulative volume, so we had like 4 phases, and then every 5th week we would deload. So the volume would basically increase. So we'd have like drop sets, rest pauses, an extra set, more reps added and stuff like that. But now I've entered this prep phase, we don't need to worry about that because it's just going to create so much fatigue. So I'm basically doing the same split. We have changed a few exercises around, so there's a couple of exercises that I was just not getting along with, such as RDLs, absolutely hate them. So they've been removed. But we've basically got like top set, back off set structure. And then on a couple of exercises, we've got like an extra set added in. So it's not crazy, it's still really, really tough. But as I said, because my calories are coming, down and I'm now in prep, there's no point in me, running myself into the ground. Because quite honestly, on lower calories, I wouldn't have been able to do what I was doing like 2 or 3 months ago, because that training was savage. It made me grow loads, but I think I would just feel like too fatigued doing that now. So that's what we've done to my training. So yeah, food's come down, training sort of volume's being reduced, and obviously we put some cardio in. So yeah, so that's the plan moving forwards. But really excited to kind of share my journey with you all. I'm just in so much more of a positive mindset now. This is my first time I have been like prepped by Cal as well. So obviously I've been with him since end of 2018, and we've never been on stage. So I've been on stage with him since 2018. So yeah, so this is all new territory for me and him, but I'm really excited to kind of work with one of the top coaches in the UK, may I say. But yeah, just feeling really ready for this. I've had such a nice amount of time away from the sport. I think that's really important to do. I think a lot of people compete year upon year upon year, and they never give their body and their mind the chance to like grow and develop and just have a bit of a break, because dieting for shows is so taxing on your body. Like, to put into context, I will probably lose my cycle in about 3 months' time. So I'll lose my period and then I'll always regain it a month after. But that in itself as a female is quite scary. So if you keep doing that all the time, like year upon year, you're going to run into some health problems probably. So yeah, anyway, I'm rambling now. But for me today, it's quads and glutes. So yeah, you can watch me train and kill myself. But yeah, excited to share this journey with you all. Bonnie, come on, show your face. Show your face. We like the camera. He honestly loves the camera, babe. Look at him. Film me. It's just like me. Film me. So I'm not staying in my flat at the moment. I'm at my dad's house until the weekend. I've got all my supplements. So I'm just going to make my intro. So what I have is creatine and a carb powder. The carb powder will probably get taken out at some point, back into preps. Obviously, calories I could have elsewhere, but for now I'm going to keep them in. And then I'm going to go with a new pre-workout, Fury. I think I've tried it once, it's really good actually. This is a sangria flavour, so let's get nasty. I am sponsored by the best company, Insight Supplements. I've been sponsored by them since, I think it's beginning of 2018 or maybe mid 2018. They're honestly like amazing. Like Danny, the owner, is just the best, and they just, I get obviously supplements every single month. Their stuff is like, I'm not just saying this because I'm saying it because I'm an athlete, like, they just stock the best stuff and they're just the best company basically. We've got a really, really strong team of athletes now. some new additions this year and last year. So, in my opinion, they're the best. Right, so this is an amazing exercise for glutes. A lot of people do cable kickbacks, but this exercise is just like unreal. It's a bit faffy. You need a daisy chain. You need a big enough cuff to go around your legs. And then I use a knee sleeve just because when you start like loading it, it can dig into your leg, and I've got loads of bruises from it. So you'll see me how I perform it in a minute, but honestly, it gets your glutes like nothing else. So yeah, booty builder. Of course, and for my hip thrusts, this is the best. Yeah, 1MR. Frankie, where's new song? Is it wah or wah? Wah. Wah. Frankie, wah. I mentioned in my other videos that I've had a knee injury before. And last week I trained with my boyfriend Henry, and he put me on the pendulum. And the pendulum is like a no-go for me. And I ended up like in all sorts of pain last week. So I've got to be careful on this leg extension. It's so far so good, but I don't want this injury flaring up. So I just have to be really, really mindful with things. So fingers crossed today for the quad extension, the squat, I'll be okay because I love those movement squats. Oh my gosh. So if I actually start like being like my right, so if I start like actually stopping, it's because of my knee, but I should be fine. But I'm going to put feet out a little bit so my knees.
What are you doing? Squat?
Yeah. Exactly. And I've got to have my headphones in, so I'm going to have to lip read. Let's put some sick song on.
More air. More. Yeah. Yep. Nice. Yes.
And again.
Still there, man. Come on, let's go.
Fuck.
Yep. There it is.
And again.
Yep. Okay, called it now. Come on then. Yep.
So that is quads and glutes done. Oh my God, it was a savage session. I basically had like a little celebration on Saturday, like a last drinks kind of get together with my friends, and I think I'm still feeling the hangover today. But, it was still really good. So my next video is going to be day in the life of. So make sure you look out for that in a couple of weeks' time. But like, subscribe, share, and I'll catch you guys in a couple of weeks. Thanks for watching.